Hello there, New Age Classic Gamer here, and welcome to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. Yeah, I sort of promised Sonic CD like a month ago, but with my video recording process with standard definition, the new port of Sonic CD puts this letterbox around the video, and I can't get rid of it through editing. I just can't without having a decent file size. I mean, it's just bad. So, in the meantime, until I figure that thing out, I'm going to be playing Sonic 4 Episode 1, which is a rather short game, so there you go. And this will also give me time to compare classic Sonic and Generations compared to here, because both these were meant to, like, sort of reboot the classic style of gameplay, and Generations did it better. Straight up, Generations did it better. But this game isn't bad by any means, and I do that every time, swear to gosh. But yeah, this is not a bad game by any means. It's just completely different than what you're expecting from Sonic 4, because Sonic 3 Knuckles is so good, and this is so not as good. But yeah, as you can see, first things off, graphics look nice, the music is kind of annoying. It gets really repetitive, actually, rather quickly, because the tracks are so short in and of themselves that they repeat a lot. It's annoying. But the music itself isn't bad by any means, except for the final boss, which we'll be getting into much later, because it's final boss and everything. But yeah. And there's also the physics are completely different than what you're used to. They actually take cue from the Rush physics, which basically you had the boost, so actually I'm going to go down here, because I know what's going to happen if I go up that top path. It's happened to me before. You get screwed over by the chain of enemies you have to homing attack on with such precise timing, it's annoying. But yeah, it's like, it uses Rush physics without the boost, so you're stuck with homing attack, and that's pretty much it. And spin dash, which is ultimately pointless in this game, because you have the air dash, which happens when you press a homing attack without any enemies near. It lets you build up speed really fast, thus kind of breaking the whole momentum-based gameplays the classics were known for, which kind of sucks, but you know what, it's still a good platformer. It's just not as good as a Sonic platformer as you'd be hoping for, if that makes sense. But yeah, same style as Sonic 1 and CD, 50 rings to the goal post. Thought I was going to get hit again, because I had, that happened before when I was doing a test. I got screwed over. 50 rings, goal post, special stage, Chaos Emeralds. Get all 7, get Supersonic. Pretty simple. This game takes a very formulaic approach to the whole structure, and in fact it pretty much copies everything from Sonic's 1 and 2. Splash Hill Zone, Casino Street, or Casino Night, I don't remember, it's Casino something, and Lost Labyrinth, and I don't remember the last one. It's not Metallic Madness, that's Sonic CDs. Mad Gear, my goodness, it's been a while. And yeah, special stages, pretty much identical to Sonic 1's, which I've hated. I made that clear many times throughout my LP of that game, that I've never liked these style special stages. And they're back, but this time you control the stage, not Sonic, which is both a blessing and a curse, because at the same time you have more control over where Sonic goes, because you're controlling where the stage is moving. But at the same time, they have to spam bumpers and stuff to make it more fair to the computer so it could cheat. Actually, computer doesn't cheat. These stages are just annoying in general. I just don't like these, because, I mean, yeah, oh, dear gosh. Almost got the bumper screwed me over. Because these special stages, like Sonic, well, actually Sonic 1 didn't spam the bumper so much as they did the goal post things, which this game does have, but not as prevalent. But honestly, I would much rather have Sonic 1 special stages than these, because these are just no fun, because there's a time limit now. You have a time limit to get to the end. And yeah, once you beat the first level, what do you get? A world map. Yeah. Something completely different than any of the classics. You get a world map now. And you can literally play any stage in any order, except for the bosses of each zone, until you, you beat all 3 levels in the zone. But we're going back to Splash Hill, but I just want to show you that. That's kind of cool. That's a really nice feature that kind of makes... Actually, this game I've played a lot, because it's got the pick-up and play ability that most Sonic games don't. Like, for example, Sonic 3 Knuckles, you can go back and pick any level you want at any time after you've beaten the game the first time. So that game is like fun. You can go back and play a couple levels, screw around, and ultimately just have a good time. you don't have to play through the whole game just to get to one certain level you really like playing. And Sonic 1 and 2, you don't have that. Same with Sonic CD, actually. Even the re-released. I knew that was going to happen. That chain always screws me over. And I see why the homing attack's annoying in this game, because that can happen. They spam enemies. But yeah, it gives you that pick-up and playability style. Like, you can just like go back and enjoy a level or two and quit playing and have a grand old time with it. And that's exactly what I do. I just, like, I have this game on iOS, which is a terrible, terrible version of the game. It's the beta version, which kind of tells you right there that it's not really finished, but I mean, it's playable. Getting Chaos Emerald sucks, but not that bad. But anyway, I go back just play like Splash Hill Zone once in a while, just because it's just like you can pick whatever level you want. Makes it more enjoyable to go back and replay. And yeah, another level done. Green Hill Zone Act 2 is done again. Okay, I mean, to be fair, the gimmicks and the levels are different. It's just that the themes copy and pasted so shamefully. But regardless, it's a grand old adventure with Sonic the Hedgehog. And yeah, the physics, which are mainly people's gigantic gripe with this game, like the physics aren't the same. Well, to be fair, I mean, it's not supposed to be entirely the same. It's meant to be sort of like a reimagining, I guess. But at the same time, I can understand why people are frustrated, because it's Sonic 4. It's supposed to be better than Sonic 3 Knuckles, because the sequel is usually meant to try to be better than the original. But this one takes a step back, because for one thing, no Tails, no Knuckles, no other characters besides Sonic and Eggman. And yes, he's called Eggman in this game. They actually make that clear, and they like underscore the titles of the levels. They have like a little blurb underneath them, and they call him Eggman. So he is Eggman. And yeah, it's kind of like it's not as much thought and time was put into this as it really should have, because it's Sonic 4. I mean, come on, everyone loved Sonics 1 through 3, Knuckles, and CD. I mean, those were meant to be like some of the best, oh dear gosh, platformers you can play. And this is meant to be a sequel to that, and it's not as good. I mean, just, now you see why I hate these special stages. Bumpers, stop it. Okay, made it. Those bumpers always make me paranoid. But yeah, I mean, it's meant to be a sequel, and it's not as good, so it really upsets some people. Personally, me, I enjoy it. I mean, I really don't have any major gripes with it, just I wish it was longer. Because there's 4 zones and then the final boss, which means there's not that much to play through. So yeah. And this is actually a lot of people's favorite level right here, Splash Hill Zone Act 3, the Sunset Dash. Because, look at it. It's all sunset-y and whatnot. Yes, sunset-y is a word now. Just in case you're wondering. Shield. And the shield's back. Power sneakers are back, but no elemental shields, which is kind of disappointing because those are awesome, but whatever. I mean, you have the shield, you have invincibility also, which is back. So what else could you need? Actually, I can use these 10 rings and then this free life over here. Clever, Sonic Team, clever. And you're going to be hearing that 1-up jingle a lot in this LP. A lot. This game hands out free lives like literally no other Sonic game does. You know how you finish a level, you know, your score gets racked up. If you have gotten literally over 10,000 points, which is next to nothing with the time bonus you get for being a fairly competent player and finishing the level in a decent amount of time, you're going to get a 1-up pretty much after every level you beat. Save for the bosses, because, you know, if you don't do as fast, then you're not going to get it, but pretty much every standard level, you're going to get a 1-up in. It's crazy. And there's one level which we're getting into next zone, which just hands out free lives, like literally 10 lives in one level. If you get game over in this game, that is pretty gosh darn sad. I'm sorry, but that is. With the amount of free lives you get. I mean, look at this. I'm not even finished with the first zone, and we have 12 lives. 12. No. No! I was right there! Cheater! Cheater! And that's what I hate about these special stages. Why couldn't they bring back the giant rings hidden in the stages? That is the most frustrating thing you'll ever experience in this game, I tell you. because it just feels so unfair. It's like you auto-lock me to the end of the stage before I have a chance to get in the giant ring, because the physics aren't as good, so... so upsetting. Regardless, it's boss time, but I need rings, because I'm going to screw up eventually. That's a given. I mean, come on. And this boss music right here is actually the unused beta music for Sonic 3D Blast's boss music. And it's really clownish. Like, it doesn't sound serious. But to be fair, it's not a bad track. I kind of enjoy it. What we're getting to right now, he turns his like pinch mode, I guess we call it, boss music, where it's like it gets serious. He changes his attack strategy. And this boss is obviously Green Hill Zone's boss. But yeah, the music for that is so repetitive. It's literally like a 5-second track loop. And then there's a boss rush later on in the game that literally uses that one 5-second piece of music for the entire boss rush. All 4 of them in a row. By the end of it, you are just so sick of the boss music. And yeah, that was Splash Hill Zone. Or not Green Hill Zone. Or the dramatic, non-dramatic intro level that's in pretty much every single Sonic game that's got some sort of like green aspect to it, or beach or something. And yeah, I'm probably going to go back to Splash Hill Zone Act 3 just to get that Chaos Emerald. I will try to have that as the beginning of the next part, the special stage, so be prepared for that. And then next time we shall be taking on, not that, Casino Street Zone, which is pretty fun. So yeah, this is New Age Classic Gamer signing off. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care.